Hello everyone and welcome back to a new series we are starting. This is Jiving with a Royal, Bedtime with Tomi, Book 2 of the Unexpected Royals, Amanda and Eddie. So you'll notice already this is an older edition, older cover. I do have new covers with Eddie in red, which I like much better, and faces, but the content remains the same. So without further ado, let's get started. So chapter 1 is told from Amanda's perspective. With a soft click, Amanda Collins closed her apartment's living room door behind her. A wide grin spread across her face. She was optimistic that by the time she returned, her best friend Clara would be reconciled with her boyfriend, Prince David, and making up for lost time. They'd probably even forget anyone else in the world existed. Keeping David's trip up to the States a surprise hadn't been easy. Amanda had almost let the secret slip to her bestie a few times. I deserve to win an Academy Award for how brilliant my acting was. She waved and bowed to an invisible crowd. Thank you, thank you. I'd like to dedicate this award to my parents, my director, and most of all, to all of you, my adoring fans. Clara had found a good man. She couldn't be any happier for her friend. Clara deserved the world after the last couple of weeks. A soft sigh escaped her lips. Secretly, she was a little jealous. David's ruined it, she said to herself. I'll never find a man half as thoughtful or as compassionate as him. Guys like him don't exist in real life, or if they do, they're already taken. I wonder what Prince Edmund is like in real life. Slipping her flip-flops under her feet and a light jacket over her shoulders, she focused on figuring out what she should do to serve her guests for dinner. Clara and David should be easy. They'll eat whatever I put in front of them. But what about his security guys? I'll definitely need more than instant mac and cheese or whatever else is in the freezer to satisfy him. Opening the note app on her phone, Amanda started to draft a grocery list. To buy: milk, soy, 1% almond, chocolate, fruit, pineapples, grapes, strawberries, cantaloupe, oranges, cuties, watermelon, cereal, bran, Lucky Charms, Cheerios, Greek yogurt, lunch meat, ham and turkey, bread times 4, dinner meals, ? Last week the chicken breasts were on sale. If they're still only $5, I can make tacos. So that's one meal taken care of. But I'd better plan ahead and bring enough supplies for a couple of other meals just in case. Amanda knew she didn't have to cook for the guys. But 1, she enjoyed it, and 2, she was certain they'd appreciate a home-cooked meal. Her mom trained her to be a consummate hostess. What else I get the most bang for my buck with? Beef, ham, pork, salmon? Are any of them vegetarians or vegans? Closing the front door behind her, Amanda pivoted and suddenly collided into a solid frame of a man sitting awkwardly on her apartment doorstep. His arm reached out to steady her as her car keys and phone clattered to the ground. Her head shot up. Before her stood a tall man with tousled sandy brown hair and blue eyes. Oh, hi, can I help you? Are you lost or something? He looks familiar. A guy like this would be hard to forget. His chest feels like a solid wall of muscle, and judging by how quickly he caught me, he's got lightning fast reflexes too. Maybe an athlete? An actor? The man laughed. It sounded like ringing bells. He bent over and retrieved her keys and phone. Sorry about that. I was looking for my cousin. He deserted me so quickly that I didn't catch the flat number where his girlfriend is staying. He isn't answering his mobile. Amanda let out a short gasp as it finally hit her. Her entire body felt like it was being dropped in a hot bath of boiling hot lava. Her pulse took off like an Olympic sprinter. The man sitting directly in front of her was the Prince of Wales, Prince Edmund, and her longtime celebrity crush. How could I not realize it was him? Say something. Don't make this more awkward. How long have I been staring? Too long? Prince Edmund didn't seem to be too taken aback by her reaction. Instead, he perked up and stood taller, reveling in the attention. Ungluing her tongue from the roof of her mouth, she finally managed. Hi. You're looking for my place. I'm Amanda, Clara's bestie. She extended a shaky, clammy hand to him. You're even more gorgeous in person. She winced. I didn't mean to say that out loud. I'm so sorry. Her cheeks scorched. I'm making this so awkward right now. Well, that first impression went out the door. Ever since she'd learned Claire was dating David, Amanda dreamed about meeting Edmund, and now, when she'd finally gotten the chance, she'd made a fool of herself. "Call me Eddie. You must be Amanda. I've heard quite a few things about you." Her eyes widened in surprise. "All good, I promise," he said, flashing her a wide grin. "Don't worry. Everybody is awkward around me." He winked at her. "Now, what do you say you invite the security lads in and me into the flat before the press discovers us?" Amanda wanted to melt into the sidewalk. Adding to her mortification was the realization that 4 buff, attractive-looking men stood on either side of Eddie, curiously watching the entire interaction. She dry swallowed. Play it off. "Of course, come on in," she said, turning the front door's handle and signaling with her head for them to enter. "Mi casa e su casa. I'll definitely need to double or triple check everything on the list now that there's 5 more guys here." Sorry, that said double or triple of everything, not double check. "I was just running out to the store. I guess it's good you showed up before I picked up dinner." She glanced over Eddie's shoulder. An idea struck her. Is everyone okay with barbecue? We can call it a welcome to the States dinner. The security team eagerly bobbed their heads up and down. "Awesome sauce," she said. Eddie linked arms with Amanda and walked inside. She inhaled the scent of his cologne. Notes of lavender, cedar, and citrus wafted off him as the soft cashmere fabric of his suit jacket brushed against her. She didn't ever want his arms to leave her. This was her fantasy come to life. "I like you already, Amanda, but I have a better idea. What do you say if we leave the lovebirds alone? You can have dinner with just me and the lads. Do you surf by any chance?" Does he intend dinner to be a date, or is this a non-date? Nod your head or do something, girl. "Yes, I'd love to have dinner with you. And no, I don't surf. I usually boogie board or float lazily in an inner tube. But if you wanted to learn, I know a guy. I can hook you up with lessons." Brilliant. Amanda felt herself being drawn to Eddie's intoxicating princely smile, the same one that greeted her every time she unlocked her phone. At this rate, her face would be permanently as red as her hair. She had no idea how long Eddie was going to be around, but one thing was clear. She had to get her thoughts and feelings under control soon. So that is the end of chapter 1. As you can tell, it picks up immediately where the end of Dancing with the Royal left off. And I did that on purpose because this was originally just going to be a extra bonus scene that I was going to give away, and then it turned into a book. You never know what will happen with those bonus scenes. I apologize if I've tripped over my words and my voice sounds a little bit off. I do have a cold I'm working through, but hopefully by the next couple videos I'll be over it. I will say that Amanda is one of my favorite characters to date still. She is a fun, loving flight attendant that was inspired by quite a bit of the interactions that I experienced working for an airline myself. So I could write a whole stand-up comedy routine just based on probably 2 weeks in my life as a airline concierge. So you'll see that if sprinkled throughout this series and the book. So if you'd like to read ahead, feel free. It's on Kindle Unlimited or available as a paperback or hardback wherever books are sold. Until next time, have a great day.